Hey, it is Sue. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm building a house in Willow Creek. It is a large suburban type home. I found a home on, I want to say it was houseplans.com that I really liked, and so I decided to build based on the floor plan. I had never built a house this way before, but I was like, well, the house's shape has to come together if I lay the rooms out exactly like the floor plan is, and it wasn't really working out the way I wanted it to. The house actually turned out way bigger than I wanted, but it's okay because in the end I ended up loving this house even though it looks nothing like the house I was trying to go for. This is probably my favorite build I have ever built. I love it so much. I kind of want to move a family into this house. Usually I don't use my builds when I play the game, which is weird, but I don't. And I love this house so much that I kind of want to move somebody into it. And you know what? It's like not totally modern or anything like that. It's just really homey. And I don't know. I think other people really liked it too because it got a lot of response like on Edit and Instagram. It's just a really cute house. And so you can see on the front here, I was trying to make this porch thing that's actually what the house looked like on houseplans.com. It had this like front porch area that was really unique, but I didn't like the way it looked in The Sims. And I'm sure there's a different way to build it that probably would have made it look better, but I just didn't like it. And the porch wasn't big enough to really put anything out there. I don't know. So I ended up getting rid of it. And I cut out a lot of footage because I was trying to make things work and have furniture fit in the rooms and not have the rooms be too big either, because that happens sometimes when you build a large house. Your rooms are so gigantic that they're really hard to furnish. So this house is a little bit bigger than I normally build. My favorite are the 100 tile 3-tier home. That is my favorite type of house to furnish because I think they're just the perfect size. But this one is actually really big, and it is so hard to build big houses in The Sims and furnish them nicely. So I actually really ended up liking this house, even though it's like everything that I don't like in The Sims. Plus, it's not even the same house that I was trying to build from houseplans.com. So in this house, I also put a garage in a little bit later. I'm going to move the house kind of over to the left, make a long driveway, and the garage is going to be towards the back of the house. I used to not be a fan of garages on Sims houses because why would you put something that you can't even use in your build? Like, what's the point of a non-playable area? But as of lately, I'm kind of into the garages, and I kind of thought that was just a hang up that I had, but then one day I was on Sims 4 Builders Official, which is a group on Facebook, and if you are on Facebook, you should definitely join that group because you can get some really good ideas from there and post your own builds. But I'm off on a side tangent here. So anyway, somebody actually asked, they said, garages, yes or no? And most of the comments were no. And people were kind of saying the same type of thing I was, like, it's not playable, we don't have cars, like, why would you waste space on your lot? But I don't know, I like the way it looks. It just looks more realistic, even if it isn't playable, but you can make use out of it. If you do an attached garage, you can just build the house there. I mean, who cares? It's pretend time. And if you do a detached garage, you can use it for storage. You can put like Christmas stuff in there or whatever. Like, oh, and if you go on the gallery, you can even do debug garage clutter. And people have put like the clutter into rooms that you can just put on your lot. And one of them is garage clutter. And there's a lot of stuff in there that kind of looks cool in the garage. So even though you might not necessarily use it, I just like the way that they look. So I'm probably going to be putting those on a lot more builds. If you don't like them and you download my house, you can just delete it. It's not a big deal. Make some more yard space. I assume that when people download my homes that they probably change it to fit their own taste or gameplay anyway, because that's what I do when I download people's homes. So anyway, it is April, actually dates now are days a week and dates. I don't even know anymore. I just look at my phone. It's April 26th, and I think the last time I did a speed build voiceover, I was saying that it was like raining and snowing and it was cold and I was sad because it was Easter and I was like, with the whole virus, we can't get together. Well, today is actually gorgeous outside. So Brent and I went and hit some golf balls. So that's the one thing that they allowed to open in our area for this summer are golf courses, because you can social distance on golf courses. They just make the tee times really far apart, and when you're at the driving range, you have to use like every other stall, and they don't want you like hanging out and stuff like that. So we went and hit some golf balls this morning, and this is the first time I've left the house in a really long time, besides just going to the grocery store. And it felt good. The sun was out and it was warm, and it was just really nice to be outside. So I have a feeling that this summer we're going to be doing a lot of outdoorsy things, because it's probably the only thing we're going to be able to do. And I'm okay with that, actually. We went on a little hike yesterday and through the woods. There's like this new park that opened up well, it was always open. I should say they remodeled it. It was actually closed for an entire summer because they redid it. And that was really beautiful. And we mushroom hunt. I don't know if anybody else out there does that, but morel mushrooms are it was weird. When I first started dating Brent, which was like 15 years ago, we would go mushroom hunting, and people thought that we were like so freaking weird that we went mushroom hunting. And people would always say, mushroom hunting? What if they're poisonous? Blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, they're morels. They're not poisonous. They're very distinct looking. This isn't like a mushroom that looks like other mushrooms. It is now a thing. It is like a huge thing. Mushroom hunting has blown up over the last few years. There's even beers named after it at breweries, and some like restaurants and stuff actually will buy morels off of you, and then they put them on pizzas and stuff. Then you can sell them for like $25 a pound and up. I've seen them at Whole Foods before for like $25 a pound. And I know that they go for even more expensive. So that's like another thing that we'll be doing this year. I don't know. I think it's going to actually be an okay summer despite what's going on, because it's going to force us to kind of find things to do and not just like go spend money and go to restaurants and bars and like do things like that. It's just going to be like, let's get outside and let's do things like that and kind of just get back to the basics. And so far I'm okay with that. We had a pretty good weekend, and every day's a weekend for me right now because I'm furloughed from work, which is what I talked about in my last video. And it's going okay. It isn't bad. It isn't bad. I gotta tell you, I feel for people who are in bad situations and need money. I feel for you guys. That sucks really bad. But I'm kind of liking this unemployed life. Luckily, we're in a position where we're able to have me not working for a while, so I'm okay with it. I hope it doesn't go on too long, though, because there will be a point where it's like, okay, we got to get back to work now. So anyways, I think that was all that I wanted to talk about. So let me bring up my Instagram here. Hang on a second, because I got to get all the stats. Okay, so this house is on my gallery. It's called Green Suburban. It costs 85,876 simoleons. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I've used multiple packs in here. Move objects cheat, so please turn that on if you place it on your lot. You'll see me use the red shelf in here. That does not stay in the game, even though it's a mod, so you do not need to worry about CC or mods or anything when you download this, because I never use them. Let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about with this build. Just looking through this stuff here. Oh, and then the pictures. People ask me a lot on my Instagram about the pictures, so those pictures are not CC. I just wanted to quick say that. I say that on my Instagram every time, but I know people think it is because when I post it in other places like Reddit, they want to know where it's from. Those pictures are not CC. You get them off the gallery. Other simmers make them, and anybody can do this. Someone to follow on your gallery is Jewels64, Juwels 64. She uploads, I'm assuming it's a she uploads pictures like every day, and they're beautiful. And basically any type of picture that you're looking for. Like one day I built this really cute like Cape Cod, New England beach house, and I typed that basically in her search, and there they were. So it's really easy to find. It really makes decorating a lot easier and a lot more fun in the game because you're not just using the same pictures over and over. So those are not CC. You should try it. All you do is add the room to your lot, you pull the pictures off, hang them up, and then you delete the room when you're done. It shows up as like a wall. And I think that that's all I wanted to say about that. People always ask me about them, so if you ever want to find out how to do that in detail, you can Google it too, but you can ask me too, like on Instagram or whatever. I usually try to answer people when they ask questions. If you ask me a question and I don't answer you, it's because I did not see the question. I have a lot of followers and a lot of people comment, and sometimes I miss them and I feel really bad when I go back later and I'm like, oh my God, somebody asked me this like a week ago. I'm not like ignoring you. I just didn't see it. So you can even send me a private message on Instagram and ask me, because I'm more likely to see it then. But I do try to keep up on comments and answer questions and things like that. The same thing with the red shelf. I usually refer to some YouTube video that I watched that helped me figure something out. Like same with cabinets. People are wondering how you make the islands with the rounded cabinets. I just go, poop, here's a YouTube video. Send a link over. Because I'm not very good at explaining things, but I just give what helped me figure stuff out. I've got like all these videos saved, like the red shelf, auto cabinets and that kind of thing, the pictures off the gallery, all that stuff. So anyway, I think that I am done rambling now. So I am going to close out with some music, so everybody stay safe. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and enjoy the music, and I will see you guys on Monday.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. We have come all this way, love, so I don't see us stopping.